Came home early and overheard my girlfriend bragging about cheating on me, so I left without saying a word. Now she's desperately trying to find me, but I blocked her everywhere. My name's Elric, and I've been dating this girl Clarissa for the past 2 years. Things had been going great. Or so I thought. But let me backtrack a bit. Last Friday, I was supposed to be out of town for a business trip. My boss, Reginald, suddenly canceled the trip because of some unforeseen circumstances at the office. I was actually looking forward to a weekend away from everything, but I figured I could use the free time to relax at home. When I got back to our apartment, I noticed something odd. Clarissa's car was in the driveway, but she hadn't mentioned she'd be home. I figured she was just taking a day off, but I had this weird feeling in my gut. You know that feeling you get when something is just off? As I walked towards the door, I heard laughter coming from inside. My curiosity piqued. I quietly opened the door and tiptoed inside. What I heard next made my blood run cold. Clarissa was in the living room, talking on the phone. Her voice was bubbly and full of excitement, the kind of excitement I hadn't heard from her in months. I hid behind the corner, trying to make sense of the conversation. "I can't believe he's so clueless," she said, giggling. "Elric has no idea what's going on. He's so trusting. It's almost sad." My heart started to pound. Who the hell was she talking about? It's been going on for months now. He's never around, and even when he is, he's so busy with work. It's the perfect setup. I feel kind of bad sometimes, but then I remember how amazing you make me feel. I couldn't breathe. My head was spinning, and my hands were shaking. She was cheating on me, and not just cheating, bragging about it to someone else, in my home. I know, right? He's a good guy, but he's just so boring. I need excitement, you know? And you give me that thrill. That was it. I couldn't listen anymore. I slowly backed away, making sure not to make any noise, and slipped out of the door. My mind was racing, my heart shattered into a million pieces. I got into my car and drove aimlessly for what felt like hours. I parked at a nearby park, my mind still reeling from what I'd just heard. I couldn't go back home. Not yet. I needed to think. I needed to figure out what the hell I was going to do. There was no way I could face Clarissa after hearing all of that. I spent the night in my car, parked under an old oak tree. Sleep was out of the question. My phone buzzed with texts from Clarissa, wondering where I was. I ignored them all. My heart was broken, and I didn't have the strength to confront her yet. The next morning I made a decision. I wasn't going to let her get away with this. I drove back to the apartment while she was at work and packed up all of my things. It took me hours, but I didn't care. I wanted to be gone before she got back. I left my key on the kitchen counter and wrote a simple note. I know. Goodbye. Then, I left. I blocked her number, deleted her from all social media, and changed my email address. I was done with her. I needed to start over, somewhere she couldn't find me. It's been a week since I left, and I've been staying with my buddy Alistair. He's been a rock for me through all of this. He doesn't ask too many questions, just lets me crash on his couch, and offers a listening ear when I need it. But Clarissa, she's been relentless. She's called Alistair multiple times, trying to get him to tell her where I am. He hasn't caved, thankfully. She even showed up at his place once, but he told her to get lost. She's been posting all over social media, asking if anyone has seen me. Friends have reached out, confused about what's going on. I've told them all the same thing. I needed to get away. Only a few close friends know the real reason. Last night, Alistair and I were having a few beers when my phone buzzed. It was an unknown number, but I had a feeling it was her. Against my better judgment, I answered. "Elric!" Her voice was frantic. "Where are you? I've been so worried. Why did you leave?" I took a deep breath, trying to keep my composure. "You know why, Clarissa." "What are you talking about? I don't understand." "Don't play dumb," I snapped. "I heard you. Last Friday, you were talking about me, about how you've been cheating on me. I heard everything." There was silence on the other end. Then she started to cry. "Elric, please. It's not what you think. I was just venting. It didn't mean anything. Save it, I said coldly. I'm done. Don't try to contact me again. And with that, I hung up, blocking the number immediately. It's been a month since I left Clarissa. I've moved into a new apartment, started going to therapy, and even picked up some new hobbies to keep my mind off things. Alistair has been a godsend, helping me through the rough days. Clarissa has stopped trying to contact me, at least directly. I still hear from mutual friends that she's looking for me, begging for a chance to explain, but I don't want to hear it. I deserve better than someone who would betray me like that. Some days are harder than others. I loved her, or at least the person I thought she was, but I'm slowly learning to let go, to focus on myself and my own happiness. To anyone out there going through something similar, stay strong. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're not enough. You deserve someone who will love